Steins in the 25 car. There is the 96 car. His first time at the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, Arkport, New York. The capital for Mike Smith, not the Mike Smith from Mineral Wells, West Virginia.
The other Mike Smith.
The other Mike Smith. His son racing with us as well tonight. And there's the #1 driver in the country. What else can you say, Dustin, about Ricky Thornton Jr.?
RTJ, what a year it has been. Of course, got that $50,000 win in the Mountain Moonshine Classic last week at Smoke. By the way, a shout out to our buddy Brady Cup. Did a great job working with you down there.
He did
Smoky
great.
Mountain
Appreciate
last week. It's good to, I think Ben and I were glad to be back this week. Man, Brady did a great job.
That's right. You and I next week in Muskie.
You're not going to be together the next several weeks.
We love it.
Yes.
We've been together a lot this year.
Yes, we have.
It's now Facebook official, by the way. So the 11AC, that is Trevor Collins. He's out of Seaford, Delaware. And also the veteran Ken Schultenbrand in that Longhorn out of Sarver, Pennsylvania.
Kenny Schultenbrand coming into the event 4th in the Lernerville point standings.
No surprise there. Dirt Draft High Laps, Ricky Thornton Jr., 17.426. For the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader, sporting the Midwest Sheep and Orange spoiler. Here tonight, the 20RT, the Big River Steel entry for Todd and Vicki Burns. Nice story on Dirt with Anthony Burrows, longtime crew chief in Dirt Late Model Racing. Well, good to see Scott Flickinger here tonight. Fast time so far. Apparently this was from Port Royal a year or two ago. Dylan Stake was second quickest.
Yes. I got my people on it. We're good.
We got some names on there that we haven't heard from for a while, but we're looking forward here tonight. 51 cars. That last year we had 54, and that was above the average the first time the Lucas Oil Series had ever been here to Lernerville, and a record crowd for the Firecracker a year ago. And looks like going to be a huge crowd this year. A record number of campers on the grounds here. Their 22 car. Out of Indiana, Pennsylvania, the Satterley Motorsports car. That is Greg Satterley. Greg Satterley in the 22, the 10 car. He's out of Sarver, Pennsylvania. He's in the Joe Corrado Rocket. That'll be Michael Norris. Michael Norris in the 1, the 10 car, the 111. Currently the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year points leader. That'll be Max Blair. Max Blair, the Briggs Transport 111 out of Centerville, Pennsylvania for the 3rd generation racer. Behind him in turn number 2 will be
Max Blair.
I got Max Blair.
Oh, you got Max Blair. Well, then it's Tyler Erb.
It's Tyler Erb, the number 1 car.
It's
another top 10 last week. Snowman, yeah. What's your 20? Move over, Jackie Gleason. That is Tyler Erb out of New Waverly, Texas. The best. Burt Reynolds, Jackie Gleason, Sally Field. It was all good.
Jerry Reed, that's right.
That's right.
Mason Ziegler behind them, and that Roy's Body Shop, Green Lane, JLE Industries, sponsor number 25Z. He'll be followed by the winner here on opening night and defending Trek late model champ. It's going to be John Garvin in the J4. Of course, he was teamed up with Colton Flinner last year, back in his own program this year. There's Tyler Bruning out of Decorah, Iowa in the 16. Did you get the veteran Gary Lyle, James?
The veteran Gary Lyle in his, I think he told me his 37th year of racing.
Wow. Out
of Leechburg, Pennsylvania, that rocket car. So where did it go? Group number 2, Dirt Draft Hot Laps of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Again, 51 Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series cars. I believe it was, like I said, 56 Rush late models. All they will be doing tonight is qualifying, by the way. And as we see Josh Powell in the 11P car, briefly, there you see him going down the back straightaway. Regular here at Lernerville Speedway. And he comes to us out of Sarver in a battle chassis.
It's a battle chassis.
A battle chassis.
You know who else runs a battle chassis?
Who does?
Is John Lee.
John Lee? John Lee is here in a crate, I believe, but not in a super.
Doesn't have the super here. No, you're right.
Yeah. We got several doing double duty. Boom Briggs driving 3 crates along with Chubb Frank. He's in 2 of them. He's in a super as well. There's Max Blair right there. Dustin, 17, 627, 52, 627. That's one of the things about running the Lucas Oil Tour this year. He did not want to miss Lernerville, so he's full-time this year in 2023 as Max Blair.
You know you're at a dirt late model race in either Western Pennsylvania or Western New York when you've got Bump, Boom, and Chubb.
Bump Hedman is here.
Bump, Boom, and Chubb. Yes, there's Kenny Schultenbrand. In the
if 29. We had a Waring here, Bob Waring Jr. has run a race
this year. He's been running a time or two. Yeah, saw his name in the I think the Marion Center results there a week or two ago.
His dad, of course, Bob Waring Sr., the all-time winningest driver here at Lernerville. 179 victories.
Isn't that something?
Over a few classes there. You know who's second? Lou Blaney. Lou Blaney is second. Am I correct?
I do actually have that here somewhere. And
I think I looked that up last night. It's Bob Waring Sr., then Lou Blaney, and
oh, hang on. No, wait for it.
Obviously, Lynn Geisler's up there.
Geisler is up there.
Blackie Watts.
It is John Flinner is third in that all-time list, or was third in that all-time list. And this, my list is a few years old, so you probably have more updated information than me.
Well, Bob Waring, obviously modified in late model. Lou Blaney in a modified and sprint car, right?
Yes, and Lou Blaney with, I believe, 6 track championships here.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, you saw Ricky Thornton Jr. there, who has got an astronomical amount of wins across 3 different classes this year. 15-time winner on the season, Ricky Thornton Jr. There's Superman, Jonathan Davenport James in the 49.
And going with Cornette power tonight. Of course, last year they switched between the Clements and Cornette. Evan Moran back in the Clements as well here tonight at Lernerville. Man, what a weekend. Nearly a $300,000 purse this weekend. Come on out. If you're watching us live and you're within shouting distance, come on out tomorrow night. We'd love to have you. Again, a record crowd here a year ago. Thanks to Big River Steel, all the folks. They've got over 700 people from Big River Steel coming in this weekend, Dustin, and 155 of them are kids.
Yeah, that's
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Can you hear me now? I turned up your volume.
Yes, I do. I don't hear any music anymore, nor do I hear Dave Argabright in my ear.
Jonathan Davenport, the quickest driver in that hot lap session. Again, they brought the first group back out, 16052. For the driver, the Lance Landers Racing Nutrient Ag Solutions, number 49. Ricky Thornton Jr. right now is second quick, and Boom Briggs third quick. It does look like Keith Coons Motorsports back there in that.
I was waiting for Rico Abru. I was waiting for Rico Abru to show up and make his late model debut tonight.
Buddy Kofoid was going to be back there, maybe.
That's exactly right. You know who's the co-owner of Keith Coons Motorsports?
Who's that?
Pete Willoughby, if you've heard that name before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Former Macon Speedway Herald Review winner, and he won the very first UMP-sanctioned late model race at Brownstown in 1984. Pete Willoughby out of Columbus, Indiana, co-owner with Keith Coons. How about that?
So in 84, would you have been announcing?
I absolutely did.
I figured. Were you promoting?
No, not then. In 84. Very first ever UMP race, 14 cars.
Wow.
And then a week later, we had 38. So it really picked up after that. That was the first year after the wedge. So that was interesting. So there's the number 1 car back out, Tyler Erb. And right now, he moved up a spot, didn't he, last week from in the points? I believe he's up to 8th right now.
He did. He moved up 1 spot. Yes, he is. He is tied for 8th, I believe. I believe it's him and Max Blair tied for 8th.
They are at 29-25.
Right now.
Spencer Hughes is 10th, and it's Earl Pearson Jr. in 11th.
There's a good look at 4-time winner this year, Greg Satterley out of Indiana, Pennsylvania. 2 wins in that Appalachian Mountain Speed Week Tour. How about Jim Bernheisel, by the way, reviving the...
hats off to him.
Absolutely. Appalachian Mountain Speed Week. I got to watch a lot of those on FloRacing. Some excellent shows there. And again, he got the wins at, Hagerstown, and grabbed the finale at Sealands Grove.
Love to see Tyler Emery come over and run, but I'm sure we'll see him down the road, obviously at Port Royal at the end of August. For their big race, there's Joshua Powell, regular here at Lernerville from right here in Sarver, PA. He's got the AJ Foyt, Mark Whitener. Is that the helmet? Look at that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Sarver, for a small town, is quite the, there's a lot of drivers that live in either Sarver, Saxonburg, this little Buffalo township.
It's the only state that has more sheets than Dollar Generals. What do you think about that? You think so?
I think you're right.
Love sheets. Well, this group getting back out on the racetrack. This is Group 2 here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps, so be sure to go sign up if you're not already on the app. I was leading at Eldora. You noticed that, by the way.
Yeah, I did notice that.
By default, I think. But anyway, I held that lead for about an hour. Maybe. That went away. Maybe an hour. But we still have the T-shirts if you're a first-time subscriber. Mason Ziegler.
15, the first driver in the 15-second bracket, James, 15992.
Well, we talked to Mason.
Max Blair.
Max Blair, 15877. Of course, we talked to Mason Ziegler, his father-in-law, Davey Johnson. He would have been ready to go, had a little bit of a medical setback, but he's going to be okay.
Yeah,
he's going to be okay. Probably see him at the Pittsburgh, but maybe sooner.
Mason told you and I earlier he had a car ready for him. Has a car basically ready for him.
So, Juice, if you're here, good to see you.
Ben.
You guys were talking about Jonathan Davenport a little while ago. One of the few major events, he's not won yet. 6 starts in the Firecracker. His best finish of 4th back in 2019. And also, guys, I want to touch on the Appalachian Mountain Speed Week. Awesome to see that come back. Awesome to see the car counts. And Jim Bernheisel said they're already planning for next year. And James DJ, we see enough stuff go away. It's cool to see some of these things that have gone away making a comeback and being so successful.
No doubt about it. Group number 3 led up by the 1Z, Logan Zarin. He's out of Moon Township, PA. Good to see Colton Flinner back. We saw his dad over the pit area, Mark Flinner. We'll talk about him later on. Former Series Rookie of the Year out of Allison Park, Pennsylvania. How about Daryl Bossard in the 22 out of Centerville, PA, here on the main straightaway. What a field of cars. And how we've got Big Sexy and Little Sexy.
We got Big Sexy and Little
Sexy
Sexy.
here tonight. Cody Overton is here as well.
Zachary Kane made his way out on the speedway in the 10, James. He'll be followed out by the driver of the Bump 22, that is Bump Hedman. Yep, Bump Hedman out there, James. You saw him. There he is in the Bump 22.
Future Devin Moran father-in-law, right?
Possibly.
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 Okay, all right. Are you telling me something I don't know?
No, I'm telling you anything.
Lakia?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Earl Pearson
It's all
Jr.
good.
behind him out of Jacksonville, Florida, the 4-time series champ in the 46. There's Zachary Kane in the 10. Again, Earl Pearson Jr. now in the middle of the back straightaway. And that Etzberger Trucking, Papich Construction, Lucas Oil, Hooker Trucking, sponsor number 46. There's the Wells & Sons Motorsports 76, driven by Big Sexy Brandon Overton. And he'll be followed out by Christian Schneider in the 55. James, those are the drivers on the track for this 3rd wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps.
Brandon Overton, 2-time winner of this race. Here the Firecracker 100 back in 2021. And he won for the first time in 2017. So Tim McCready, 2-time winner here. Brandon Overton is here. Also, Daryl Lanigan is here, but he's in a Rush crate car.
He is in the crate car that he won the 10K at Latrobe in here a few weeks ago. How about that?
Good to see the fastest flat top made it.
I had a flat top back in school. Had a little more hair back then, but
was that in your wrestling days? So
that wasn't my wrestling days.
I got
yes.
you. I got you. Brandon Overton right now, 15.980. Talked to him earlier, said he's feeling a lot better after the couple of crack-ups at Eldora. He was bruised badly. His neck as well was not good, but he's went to the doctor last week, and I know he wants to that performance last week at Smoky Mountain Saturday. He's 3rd in the points right now, so trying to lock himself into the top 4 before the season ender. And right now he's the fastest in Dirt Draft Hot Laps, Dustin.
Yeah, it doesn't look like maybe everyone picked up, at least on our timing devices in front of us. I'm sure the series has him on theirs. Overton the quickest out of that group with a 1.5980. Colton Flair 16 seconds flat. So everyone that we've seen on the track so far, James, those are going to be the drivers in Group A. The field split in half tonight. Not dissimilar to maybe what we do at Eldora, for example, where Group A and Group B, they basically race against each other. So Group A, the first half of the field, they will qualify against each other. They'll run heats and a feature against each other tonight. Now we're going to bring out the drivers in Group B, and they're going to be led out by the current track points leader.
Tyler Dietz in the 77 car. And he'll be locked into the show here Saturday night, guaranteed a starting spot. They were going to have the midseason championship here last Friday night, and it got rained out.
Yeah.
So they were going to do the winner for that, but Tyler Dietz will be your track provisional here. And behind him in the number 9 car, that is driven by Levi Yetter. I like Levi Yetter. I love that name, right? He's got to be from Amishland, right?
The Yetter, the better.
The Yetter, the better. There's the veteran Doug Eck, the 20 out of Corey, Pennsylvania. 1995 State Line Speedway Rookie of the Year was Doug Eck. How about that?
Oh, my. How about one of the
There you go. He told me that.
Area. Yep, I talked to Doug in the pit area. There is the Lynn Geisler owned number 1 Cochran-sponsored entry of Alex Ferree. Ferree is, if my memory serves me correctly, James, I believe that Ferree is now a 6-time Lernerville
that
Speedway
number 1
track
Cochran,
champion.
been around for many years. Lynn Geisler, one of the all-time winningest drivers here at Lernerville, still the car owner. And the 11 car currently leading in the Arizona Sports Shirts Crown Jewel Cup. That'll be Spencer Hughes, the PCC Motorsports car. And how about Kyle Strickler, the number 8 car, a native of Sinking Springs, Pennsylvania, living in North Carolina. Good run for him last week at Smoky Mountain Speedway.
You just took my line. Absolutely.
Yeah.
A great run for him at Smoky Mountain last week. And I think we got one other driver on the racetrack in the Aussie 1, Brent Vosbergen on the Speedway in that Big River Steel Double Down Motorsports Aussie 1.
His big perm out there, and Ross Robinson should be.
I do not see Ross Robinson. I do see the big perm, though. Dalton Wilson, the James Ratliff Racing MGL Auto Sales, Jeff Gullett wrench number 18D out of Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Ross Robinson debuted a brand new rocket last week at Smoky Mountain Speedway. So again, this will be group number 4 Dirt Draft Hot Laps for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series here at Lernerville. Nice crowd on hand. A record number of campers have signed in.
That camping's unbelievable.
You can't find a place to park.
It's unreal.
Don't bother parking out in the camping zone because you can't. You got to park here behind the grandstand here. Did you find a parking spot?
I tried it. I came in through the camping, so I didn't think I could sneak into a spot. That wasn't happening.
They tried to register you as an RV, but that didn't work, did it?
At least I didn't park on the helipad.
Well, hopefully that won't happen again. As we have Group 4 Dirt Draft Hot Laps here tonight. Again, we'll split them up into 2 features, Group A and Group B. They'll run a couple of heats before that. Spencer Hughes right now, 15.402 of the Craig and Shannon Sims Longhorn. Number 11, 10th in the series points, leading the Arizona Sports Shirts Crown Jewel Cup, your terminal maintenance and construction pole sitter last Saturday night at Smoky Mountain. What'd you think of that dash? I thought that was pretty cool. We have the top 3 from Friday night at Smoky Mountain. Top 3 from Group A feature, top 3 from Group B, ran a 6-lap dash. They drew for that, and
I heard
that was pretty interesting. I kind of liked that little change of pace, Dustin.
I heard through the grapevine that there will be match racing.
Oh my!
One-on-one at Muskingum County next week.
And also, some feature winners will be joining us in the booth.
That is, we'll be joining you in the booth. I'll be pit reporting
How we
next week. So
who's going to start in feature 1? I mean, who's going to be for feature 1 then? Because we won't know.
Well, it'll just be you.
We'll have Donnie Moran.
There you go.
Have him come here.
Hey, we mentioned Dirt Draft earlier. Again, if you've not yet done so, make sure you sign up for Dirt Draft. New subscribers get a free T-shirt. I don't even know if that free T-shirt promo is still going on. I say it every week.
They told me last week it was.
Clint Dahl might be sorting out clothes from his own closet, his own walk-in closet.
And also a gift certificate from Greg Deathridge Opticians. If you sign up.
There you go.
That's what Jacob told me.
Hey,
so
how about that? Awesome. Good stuff. Dirt Draft, new users. Use the promo code FloRacing. Next driver out on the Speedway, James Hales out of Dresden, Ohio.
The Show Me 100 winner, the Lazy Days RV, Big River Steel 99 of Devin Moran. As again, we are in the next group of hot laps on the racetrack, which is Group 5. There's the 2-time and reigning series champion, 2-time and defending Firecracker 100 winner Tim McCree to the Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas Longhorn for Paler Motorsports behind him. The current Castro FloRacing out in America points leader. Second in Lucas Oil points, the Valvoline number 1 Rocket out of Martinsville, Indiana. That is Hudson O'Neill. Hudson O'Neill in car number 1. I tell you, Thorne and O'Neill have had a heck of a year so far, haven't we, Dustin? We're only in the third week of, I guess it's the last week of June. We're almost to July 4th. They're about Benji Hicks.
Unbelievable.
Benji Hicks, a good run at Eldora a few weeks ago.
Absolutely, in the double nickel chassis.
Out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. First time here. He's been here to watch. First time he's been able to race here. Glad to have him up from the Tar Heel State in the 97 car. That is Kevin Smith. And there's the 58 car. Last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year, Garrett Alberson. In a Ken and Beth Adams Longhorn. Ken and Beth Roberts. Did I say Adams?
Yes, you did.
Ken Adams owns, he owns Ross Robinson's car. Ken and Beth Roberts out of Moline, Illinois. The 15K, little sexy. Cody Overton out of Evans, Georgia, in the Bruce Kane Racing 15K car. Man, heartbreak for him last weekend. And was that at Lincoln?
Yes.
And
got the win at Lincoln.
And got the win and then failed.
Post-race
Jim was going by the rules as all the national sanctioning bodies go by, and they were unaware of that, and they admitted it was, we just overlooked that, and that cost him a win. But he's here tonight. First time, I believe, he's raced here. And how about the 3RK, Daryl Charlier?
Yes.
Glad to have him with us here tonight in the 3RK.
Full-time super late model racing a couple years now. Former Rush late model standout in that Three Rivers karting 3RK entry.
How about Daryl Charlier and Kyle Lucan, who'll be our last qualifier? They have not run with us since the Pittsburgher 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. How about that?
That was their Lucas Oil debut that year, back in 2021. So glad to have them with us tonight. Lucan in the 184. How about Dan Angelico with us out of Mount Pleasant, PA? Ron Hall in the 01. Chucky Lepsch in the 1L. Todd Bachman, the veteran in the 66 car, with us here tonight now, hailing out of Cabot, Pennsylvania. Braden Dillinger and Ryan Montgomery. Ryan Montgomery out of Fairmont, West Virginia in the 4S. They'll be in Group 6. But
a capital race car.
Yeah, they'll be in Group 6.
Ryan Montgomery, yes.
Yes, it is. So right now, Devin Moran, right now 15.406. I need to quit looking at this monitor to my right because it just pops up about Tim McCready hit 15.437.
Benji Hicks, 155.31. Daryl Charlier, 157.89. It's a good look at Cody Overton in the 15K. There's Devin Moran, quickest right now in this wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps, 153.44 for the third-generation Dresden, Ohio driver.
Who says hot laps don't pay? It does in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Dirt Draft will give a cash award to the driver with the most Dirt Draft Hot Laps at our awards banquet later this year in Indianapolis. Devin Moran, the Big River Steel Lazy Days RV 99. Again, welcome all the folks from Big River Steel. Scott Coleman does a great job. Of course, their Big Point Fund sponsor, Big River Steel, presented by ARP Championship this year. $1 million up for grabs among the top 12 drivers. Totally awesome. As one more group left to go. Good to see Chubb back with us. Of course, Chubb last year here was on his lid, remember, in a Friday night prelim.
Oh,
got it
right.
fixed. Yeah, got it fixed in race Saturday. Out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. Ryan Montgomery, the 4S. He is out of Fairmont, West Virginia. Todd Bachman, the 66 out of Cabot, Pennsylvania. Dan Angelichio, now out of Mount Pleasant. Kyle Lucon, we mentioned him.
Talk to Dan Angelichio.
Yes.
Back in the pit area. Good. He's only raced about 4 times this year, he said.
Told him he was going to do double duty. He said he tried it a few weeks ago. It said it
That's what he said.
wore him out.
That's what he said.
Chucky Lepsch and Ron Hall as well. Braden Dillinger, he was with us at KC Atomic Speedway. I still call it KC. It's Atomic Speedway. The Charlie Vest promoted facility back in, that was a long time ago. That was the night the stars come out.
It was.
We got to do that again. When is that going to be announced, by the way, for 2024? That was awesome.
It was awesome. Yes, it was. Massive crowd. We got everybody here except Lou Bradich.
Lou Bradish, yeah.
So we are going to step aside, thank some of our marketing partners for the next group of cars make their way out on the track. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the first night of the Firecracker 100 here as part of MAV TV on FloRacing.
At Big River Steel, we've always been known as innovators. We dared to make new rules as the world's first flex mill, including supplying the auto and electrical industries with steels that other mills like us can't. All while showing what it means to be a sustainable steelmaker. We're proud to be the world's first and only LEED-certified steel production facility. Now, as part of U.S. Steel, we're committed to making steels that are best for all. You could say, it's the innovator in us.
Racing has always been in my blood. But that doesn't mean I didn't have to work hard. Or that we couldn't have a little fun. And a lot of fun to have. No matter the terrain or the vehicle. For whatever I do, General Tire delivers.
Protect the Harvest was created to defend and preserve American freedoms and to support farmers, ranchers, outdoor enthusiasts, and animal owners. Protecting agriculture, protecting our rights, our traditions, our rural way of life. Protecting America. To get involved, please visit our Facebook page or protecttheharvest.com. Support us by donating today. Protect the Harvest is a nonprofit 501c3 corporation registered in Missouri.
We're the leader in race fuels. We use our distillation tower, which is unique. No other race fuel companies do that in the world. That consistency in the marketplace that makes us a premium brand. We're pretty darn close to perfect.
Arizona Sports Shirts, the official merchandise provider for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, provides bold, unique, and effective custom apparel and merchandise for race teams, businesses, and special events. For more information on Arizona Sports Shirts, including online ordering details, visit arizonasportshirts.com.
Welcome back to Welcome back to Lernerville Speedway tonight. The opening night, the preliminary night for the 17th Annual Firecracker 100 presented by Big River Steel, James Essex, along with Dustin Jarrett and Ben Shelton. By the way, fans, don't forget, before we get ready for All-Star Performance Time Trials, we do have the entry list and also the format for tonight. Stop down at the UNOH booth and to see those folks down there, Savannah and Addison down there again. That is available down at the UNOH booth behind the grandstand area. Again, mentioned, be sure to stop at Arizona Sports Shirts. And they have Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series racewear. Hey, buy some tonight, wear them tonight. You can wear them tomorrow night. You can wear them Saturday night.
Wear them every night.
You can wear them any night you want. Wear them in the hotel room.
You get a shirt.
Wear them to the pool. I don't wear them out. Well, when you get out of the pool.
Okay. Wear them in the pool.
Well, you can wear them in the pool.
Okay.
That's right.
Well, you know.
That's right. We'll be back in a little bit. Right, we got one more group of hot laps, and then we got Rush.
We do. We've got Rush Late Model Hot Laps. We've got one more set of Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Hot Laps here, as we will go ahead and step aside one more time as they tend a couple track issues here. Don't go anywhere. This is the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series and the Rush Late Models live, MAV TV on FloRacing. So, James, the final wave of Dirt Draft Hot Laps making their way out on the track, and they're led out, of course, by the driver out of Sugar Grove, Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, Chubb
Formerly
Frank.
Sugar Grove, the
Formerly
shoestring traveler.
Formerly the shoestring
That's
traveler.
right.
That's right. That iconic open trailer of his. That is Chubb Frank in the 1-star. Behind him, Kyle Lucan in the 184 that you mentioned. Good to see Kyle Lucan back out. Doesn't run a super that often anymore.
We've got about 5 or 6 drivers doing double duty tonight. Lucan is one of those. Braden Dillinger in the 14 car. Again, he was with us at Atomic back in the month of May. He's out of Dawson, Pennsylvania, the Barry Wright icon. Glad to have him with us here tonight. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's my box. You muted me. He didn't want to hear me talk. It's okay.
At least I didn't push the middle button like I've done a couple times this year. How about Ryan Montgomery at Fairmont, West Virginia?
Yes, and that Terry Suppa-owned number 4S. A few other drivers on the speedway. Todd Bachman behind him in the 66. Oh, man, we're having fun. Ron Hall in the 0-1. It's only Thursday. Ron Hall in the 0-1. And is that Chucky Lepsch in the number 1?
Chucky Lepsch, yes. A late arrival there. Several of them late arrivals.
Not Jimmy Lepro.
No. Lou Bradish. Where's the 09?
Yes. The 09, yes. The old 09 car, yes.
Remember getting Mid-American Auto Racing News back? You had Blackie Watt, of course, Lynn Geisler, Fran Gower. He won a lot of races here, the late Fran Gower.
Bob Waring.
Man, what a history this place has. 1967. Don Martin, one of the great promoters ever. I mean, he's you got Earl Baldus, Ralph Capitani, in Knoxville. Don Martin is right in there. He's got to be a top 5.
Absolutely.
He might be on the Mount Rushmore of dirt track promoters here.
Ryan Montgomery, the quickest right now, James, with a 1:05.228. Second is, as our good friend Rick Eshelman would say, Chubbzilla.
Miss him.
Oh, we miss Rick.
Oh, if he one more, just an Uncle Sam.
I
one
know,
more time
I
for
know.
us, but,
Man, no kidding.
And that's one thing also with the double features tonight and tomorrow night.
Yeah,
no Uncle Sam race. No Uncle Sam race here on Saturday night. They put all the money into these features, 4 features here for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
And I like
50,000,
that.
Yeah, 50,000
like
to win. And on Saturday night in the Rush Late Models, they'll be running for 20,000 to win. And again, Brian Spade will be on the call here shortly with the Rush Late Models for their hot laps. All they're doing tonight is hot lapping and qualifying. And unofficially, we had 56 cars. Which headset are you on? Are you on mine or his?
You can give me, I'll give you mine. I'll give you mine here.
We had 56, or do we have more late entrants?
No, we're good. This is No, we got 56 cars here tonight.
This is a lot better organized than last year,
last
wasn't
year, I remember the TVs that covered the whole window here, James.
You were in the back 40 up here last year.
Yes, I was. I was having a lot of fun. Good to be here tonight with you guys.
You go right ahead.
Yeah, it's a great night for racing here at Lernerville Speedway with the Lucas Oil Late Model Series and our Rush Late Models here tonight with the Bill Emig Memorial. And we're looking forward to a great show here once again. Doubleheader. Tonight, the Rush Late Models will be competing. We'll be actually just doing hot laps and time trials. Tomorrow night, we'll do our heats and our John Buzzard Memorial Dash. Then on Saturday, it will be the Bill Emig Memorial, 50 laps paying $20,000 to win, preceded by our B mains. We have 56 cars here tonight. Again, these are the Huvis Auto and Truck Supply Rush Late Models presented by Born to Run Lubricants, competing in a Flynn's Tire Touring Series event. This is the second straight year we've had $51,400 posted for the Touring Point Fund, with $15,000 going to the champion. Tonight's racing and all the weekend's racing is brought to you by Sunoco Race Fuels. Again, they are the sponsor of the one of the top sponsors for our series. And once again, the Sunoco Race Fuels, don't forget to download the Sunoco app, and you'll enjoy racing and free, or actually reduced gasoline. It's the Sunoco Go Rewards program. Each touring series race, we give away $500. It's $100 to the Dash winner, two $100 gift cards that go to the drivers that are on the Rush Tour. They get a $100 gift card, and four $50 gift cards are handed out to four drivers that are not part of the touring series but competing that weekend or that night with the Rush Late Models. This is the filler up with Sunoco Bucks. Not all fuels are created equal, so fill up with Sunoco Ultratech. Sunoco Ultratech is a high-quality detergent gasoline proven to make your engine run cleaner, longer, and more efficiently. And when you enroll in Sunoco Go Rewards, when you fuel, you save. Download the Sunoco app today to start saving. You can download it on your Apple Store or Android's Google Play. Also, DNV Jewelers. Turn your graphics, numbers, logos, and car photos into first-class jewelry for your drivers, teams, owners, sponsors, and family. Check out DNV Jewelers, Doug and Valerie Hoover. DNV Jewelers, located in Newcastle. Buy directly from the manufacturer, official jeweler, and proud sponsor for Rush Racing. Check them out at www.dvjewelers.com. Tomorrow, or Saturday night, they will be doing a $7,000 ring to the race winner in the Bill Emig Memorial 50. Also, TBM Brakes, an associate sponsor with the series, is a big sponsor. They came forward this weekend. Justin Smith is in the pit area with the folks from TBM Brakes. We want to thank him for coming out here tonight and this weekend, that is, and bringing his brakes and wares available. We have 10 states represented tonight, or this weekend, here at Lernerville Speedway: Pennsylvania, Ohio, Delaware, Virginia, West Virginia, New Hampshire, Maryland, Georgia, New York, Kentucky, and the province of Ontario, Canada. Drivers from all of those locations are here this weekend with the Rush Racing Series. I am Brian. Who was that was talking? Tiffany, do you need me to lead you to a break when you do that, or no? Yep. All right, folks, those of you out in TV land with MAV TV on FloRacing, we're going to take a short break here at Lernerville Speedway. We'll be back to Lernerville for the big Firecracker 100 weekend, night one. Test 1, 2 out there. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Is that coming across the PA? Those of you here at the racetrack, 50/50 on sale. Once again, here at the racetrack, 50/50 tickets on sale. We see one of the ladies working through the grandstand for the Buffalo Township Fire Department. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Folks out there, can you hear me out in the grandstand? Good, finally. We had an electronic problem up here. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. And we're also back on MAV TV on FloRacing. Appreciate everyone's patience. You can see that they're working down at the base of the judges tower on the scoring loop system. We're switching the program up a little bit, bringing out the rush cars for hot laps. So I'll try to hit up some of those sponsorship announcements I was making earlier when there was no feed out to you folks. So on the track right now, leading them on the speedway is car number 1K out of Stockdale, PA. That's Cody Catellis. Car Car number 33X over there in turn number 2 tonight is Logan Zarin. Logan drives the number 1Z Super Late Model for the Lucas Oil Late Model Series. He'll be out there doing double duty tonight. Behind him, another 33, the red number 33 out of Titusville, Pennsylvania. That is Josh Ferry. Josh Ferry, nicknamed the Hired Gun, a former winner on our series. This is the Rush Late Models. Also out on the speedway, the number 51 of Austin Hauser out of Grand Island, New York. The number 8S out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Tommy Schernhofer Jr. He's in turn 3 right now, down the back stretch, currently second in our points on the Flynn's Tire Touring Series. Car number 18 is Mike Wunderling. Mike is out of Wellsville, New York, a former super late model driver, well known in the southern tier of New York and becoming well known on the Rush Series. Behind him, winner recently at Bradford Speedway, car number 87S, that is Brad Messler. Coming out onto the track now, we got the number 72 of Trevor Collins. Trevor Collins in car number 72 out of Delaware. And the number 9S out of Conneaut, Ohio is Brayton Santee. He is doing double duty. Also on the TV screens right now, we've got the 7A of Corey Almond. Corey Almond out of Appomattox, Virginia, driving car number 7A. If I can have your attention out there in the grandstand area, we got a Kubota 4x4 parked along the front fence. License number, I believe it's OZ996. We need you to move that Kubota 4x4 or it will be towed. Again, it's a Kubota 4x4 located along the front fence. I believe that's behind us here. The license plate number OZ996. We need to have it moved or it will be towed. Trevor Collins is out of Seaford, Delaware. He had a bad wreck in one of our series races at Winchester. Great to see him back on the TV screen for the folks at home. Is the number 9S of Brayton Santee. We're going to go green.
Green is out, the 72. Green is out. Let's go, guys. Green's out.
Green flag out for the hot lap session. Cody Dawson is in car number 36. Again, there's Brad Messler, car number 87S on the screen. Brad, a regular out of Wellsville, New York. You're going to hear that hometown quite a bit as it's a big base for limited or Rush late model racing. There's Collins coming out of turn number 2. Nice shot down the back stretch. Trevor Collins out of Seaford, Delaware, driver of car number 72. Checkered flag is out, heading the first round of hot laps for our drivers out here tonight. 7A of Corey Almond, a regular at the Natural Bridge Speedway. That's where he would compete with his crate late model engine. These are Chevrolet Performance crate late models, and they run the Chevy 604 crate engine. They've also got the 602 crate engine. They've also got the Hoosier tires, a spec Hoosier tire, along with spec gasoline. We'll talk about that in a little while. Again, this program being brought to you tonight for the Rush Late Models by Sunoco Race Fuels in associate sponsorship with TBM Brakes for the Bill Emig Memorial. $20,000 to win the feature event coming up on Saturday night. Tonight, the Rush Late Models will be doing hot laps and time trials only as part of the show with the Lucas Oil Late Model Series. Next onto the track, car number 948 is Joey Zambotti. Joey coming out onto the speedway from Katanning, Pennsylvania, the number 58. Tonight being piloted by Mason Ziegler. Mason is out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania. The black number 17 out there on the speedway is Ryan Frazee. There's the 58 on the TV screen for you folks. Mason Ziegler behind the wheel of that car tonight. Number 92 of Nitro Nick Davis, another Delaware racer coming onto the speedway out of Millsboro, Delaware. Current point leader on the front stretch, the yellow number 3J of Mr. Excitement, Jeremy Wunderling. On the screen at home, we got the number 99B. That is Boom Briggs. Boom out of Bear Lake. He's doing double duty here tonight as well. Down the back stretch behind him, the number 17 is Ryan Frazee. The 27T is Tony White. Also out on the speedway, car number 42, the Dobnak Racing Machine of Tony Mussolino. Tony hailing out of Scott Township. The 98 is Craig Graham. He's out of Orono, Ontario, Canada. The 184 is Kyle Lucon out of Burgettstown, Pennsylvania. And we go green flag with the second hot lap session. Josh Ferry was quickest in the last hot lap session, driving car number 33 with a 17.009. On the screen right now, your current point leader and three-time champion, Jeremy Wonderling, known as Mr. Excitement. Another one of those Wellsville, New York competitors, has 4 Rush Touring feature wins to his credit this season. Currently leading the point standings. There's Nitro Nick Davis on the screen. Nitro Nick, actually 5 wins, I'm sorry, for Wonderling this season, including the last 3. He comes in tonight looking for his 4th win in a row this weekend. There's the 98 of Craig Graham in his arcade pools machine, followed by the Lucon's Race Fab number 184 of Kyle Lucon. Kyle, a former champion at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Motor Speedway. Kyle also a multi-time winner on the series, picking up 7 feature wins along the way. Hot lap session ends. The fastest car out there in that group was Mason Ziegler at 16.876. So Mason, a sub-17 second lap. He is the fastest car out there so far in the hot lap sessions. Again, we'd like to welcome Justin Smith from TBM Brakes. He's here this weekend, associate sponsor for the Bill Emig Memorial. This entire event brought to you by the Emig family. The Bill Emig Memorial, $20,000 to win, coming up on Saturday night. Bill, a well-known car owner throughout Western Pennsylvania, mainly for his Ford 6-cylinder powered race car. And we'll be talking more about Bill on Saturday night, but we got a huge, stellar field here tonight. Driving the Dirk, Neal. Brian Doherty, number 1N. This car has won the last 2 Bill Emig Memorials. Tonight, though, this weekend being driven by Darrell Lanigan. Darrell Lanigan out of Union, Kentucky is driving car number 1N, the black number 1 in turn number 1 and 2. Again, that is the race-winning car from the last 2 years. Behind him in car number 5. That should be Brandon Burgoon out there in car number 5X. Behind him in 5L is John Lee. John Lee in car number 5L out of Somerville, Pennsylvania. Behind him in the number 28H, another driver doing double duty this weekend, is Braden Dillinger. Braden is out of Dawson, Pennsylvania. Up in turn 2 right now, we got the 94 of 2016 champion Bryce Davis. Bryce is out of New York State. The number 00K is Max Blair. Max Blair driving tonight in the 00K down the back stretch. Also out on the speedway, the 03D of TJ Downs and the 7E of Carl Eldridge. Carl is out of New Hampshire. Center Ossipee, New Hampshire to be exact. The number 99 star on the track, that is Logan Jacquet. Logan is out of Bear Lake, PA, and Chuck Recker out there in car number 6. As the field works away around the speedway, we'll see if anybody can get a little quicker than Mason Ziegler. The top time trial lap gets $100 courtesy of FK Rod Ends. There's the 6R of Chuck Recker out on the speedway. Right now, Lanigan fastest with a 17.092 of this group out here. Checker flag coming out. Lanigan closing in on Recker across the front end of the 1N of Lanigan. He had to hit the brakes as Chuck Recker almost wrecked him. Lanigan slamming on the brakes of the 1N machine. He is the fastest of the group at 17.092 and the fastest on the brakes out there. Chuck almost taking out the 1N car. That would have been a huge story tonight. Let's see who else. Blair, second quick in this group at 17.185. Next set of hot laps coming out, led by the N1 car of the Crusher kid, Michael Norris. He's in that N1 car. Out front, the 55A of Marino Angelicchio out of Greensburg, PA. The team cars, the first black number 10 on the front stretch is the 10S of Joe Martin. Joe is a bridesmaid 3 times in a row on our series points. The team car to him tonight, driven by in the 10T out of Rockbridge Baths, Virginia, is Tyler Bear. Tyler Bear in the car number 10T. He's in turn 1 and 2 right now. Circling for turn 2. Right behind him in the number 66 is Justin Can. Justin Can in car number 66 is out of Huntington, PA. On the screen for the folks at home right now is the 10 car. That was on the screen, Tyler Bear. There's the 11A of Ashton Briggs. Turn number 2 right now, the 1T car. That's Brent Trimble out of Morgantown, West Virginia. Brent, beautiful looking car out there. The number 57 behind him out of Ontario, Canada, Charlie Sandercock. Charlie Sandercock, winner at Winchester Speedway, the first Canadian ever to win at Winchester Speedway in Virginia. Back in our Battle of the Bay in April, Charlie Sandercock. Behind him, the number 05. The 05 car tonight being piloted by I'll get it here on my list. Frank McGill. Frank McGill in the 05 car. Frank is out of Clairton, Pennsylvania. Right now on this, Michael Norris in the car owned by Nico DeBecco out on the track. Martin and Bear, quickest in this group so far. Checkered flag is out. Sandercock quick out there as well in the 57 car. Joe Martin, the new quick time in warm-ups. Joe Martin with a 16.843. That's the 10S machine, Joe Martin. And he flies into the infield to put the car on the scales. Again, Joe Martin setting quick time right now in the hot lap sessions at 16.843. Second quick in that group was Charlie Sandercock at a 17.111. Cody Overton in the 15K out of Evans, Georgia leads this group of cars onto the track. He's up in turns 1 and 2 right now. Also out there on the track, another number 15, the white and blue machine of Chad Sainz. Picked up 2 wins the last couple weekends at Raceway 7. Number 17 on the speedway, 17J of Mason Jaquay, brother of Logan Mason out of Bear Lake, PA. Behind him in the number 90J is Mike Doritsky Jr. Mike is the track champion last year at Dog Hollow Speedway, now defunct right now. Masontown, PA, Mad Dog Mike Doritsky. Behind him in the number 39J, that is Jimmy Johnson out of Middleport, New York, not the NASCAR driver. Jimmy Johnson in car number 39J. Behind him, car number 15A, well-known driver out of the Virginia, Maryland circuit, Dale Hollidge. Dale Hollidge out of Clements, Maryland. And behind him, our 2017 champion, John Waters in car number 11L. John, a well-known driver on this group of drivers that race here out of Whitesville, New York. Another Empire State racer behind him, David Pangrazio. Cool kid out of Elba, New York. Winner recently at Erie Speedway up in Erie, Pennsylvania. In the 26 of Kurt Stebbins. Kurt is actually the promoter of Genesee Speedway in Batavia, New York. Joe Martin has set quick time on the series several times this season. And he's looking to do it again. He's got the fast time so far in hot laps for the Rush late models. We have 2 flights tonight, Groups A and Group B. We'll split the cars up then into 6 heats tomorrow night. Group A will be in heats 1 through 3. Group B will be in heats 4 through 6. Overton quickest in this group so far, the 15K machine out of Georgia. Overton out there right now. Third quick at 16.910, only the third car to go a sub-17 lap in hot laps. Checkered flag is out. Let's see if Overton can make it even better around here. Overton crosses the line. So Corey Overton, car number 15K, he is now the quick time at 16.840 in hot laps. Cody Overton in car number 15K, 16.840, fastest time so far in the hot lap session. Great job for Cody. On the track now with number 21J, the black car of Jim Racy. Jim, a former big block champion at Sharon and Tri-City Raceways, Sharon in Ohio, Tri-City in Pennsylvania. Big block modifieds, that is. Jim in the 21J out of Southington, Ohio. Behind him, the number 14, G is out of McDonald, Pennsylvania, is Jake Gunn. How about this, ladies and gentlemen? Off of turn number 2 right now, down the back stretch, that 555, that is 13-year-old Brock Pinkerus. Bam Bam Pinkerus. I said that right, 13 years old. A feature winner this year at Erie Speedway. Here he comes out of turn number 4 right now, the 555 of Brock Pinkerus. The number 1 star of Chubb Frank out there. Chubb doing double duty. Also out there on the speedway, the number 17. G of Zach Gunn. Zach and Jake brothers. Zach coming around the turn. Also out there out of Orono, Ontario, Canada. The number 14 of Brant Graham. Coming around, white flag is out right now. Brock Pinkerus in that 555, 13 years old, a winner at Erie Speedway earlier this year. As a regular touring driver for the Flynn's Auto Group Touring Series. Checkered flag comes out. Fastest in that group looks like it was Chubb Frank in the 1 star, a 17.143. Currently 9th quickest, but the fastest in that group that was out on the speedway with a 17.143. For those that want to know, Brock is 18th quick. That kid is quick out there. Bam Bam, Brock Pinkerus. We have several different hot lap sessions, more than we anticipated because of the issue with the loop. We were supposed to go after the Lucas time trials, but they moved us up, so we have a little bit of disjointed. Coming out onto the track is Tim Schaefer, the Steel City Outlaw, car number 45, had to make his way through the pits and get around all the cars. We're going to let him get a lap or 2 in here. Tim Schaefer, car number 45. How about this? He's won in a late model and a sprint car this season. Oh, Tim, hang out there. Tim Schaefer in the Kendrews Lounge, car number 45. The late model win coming in this car at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania Motor Speedway a couple weeks back. Tim getting a couple laps out there. Again, we're doing this because we had several cars that were trying to get through the pits, and they were asked to come out for hot laps on very short notice. Schaefer right now trying to get the handle on the car. 32nd quick out of 56 cars right now with a 17.525. Checkered flag comes out. And Tim crossing the line. So that ends our hot lap session for the Rush Late Models. Again, we want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight. Also, don't want to forget about D&V Jewelers. Turn your graphics, numbers, logos, and car photos into first-class jewelry for your drivers, teams, owners, sponsors, and family. D&V Jewelers has a table down underneath the grandstand area. Make sure you stop down and check it out. You'll find the Rush Late Model Bill Eamon Memorial $7,000 value diamond ring down there. And we want to thank Doug and Valerie for all their support. Make sure you check them out at www.dvjewelers.com. But visit them down underneath the grandstand area. Check it out. A jeweler, big sponsor for the Rush Late Models and the Rush Racing Series, and we appreciate all that they do. Lucas Oil Late Model Time Trials ready to come up. I'm going to turn it back over to Dustin for a little bit. Dustin?
All right, well, thanks a lot, Brian. Appreciate it. As there you can see the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series getting staged right now for their time trials as those drivers start making their way to the staging lane. We're going to step aside and thank our marketing partners. This is the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series and the Firecracker 100 weekend here at Lernerville Speedway. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Lernerville Speedway for the opening night of the Firecracker 100 as the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is about to make their way out on the track here momentarily for time trials. We've got violence or something happening up here in the booth. Ashley Schwally just...
We just need one more person and one more chair. I'm going chairless tonight.
That's all we need. The guy's got plenty of room is down in the infield, our very own Ben Shelton. Ben, what have you got for us?
Well, I just wanted to touch real quick. We talked about no Uncle Sam non-qualifier race this year. That's because now it's twin 5,000 to win features tonight and tomorrow night. The finale on Saturday night, 50,000 to win, 2,000 to start. In the past, they had that Uncle Sam non-qualifier race. 16 editions, 15 different winners. Guys like Max Blair and Tyler Erb in action here tonight. They were guys that benefited from that. But with this new format, over $300,000 being paid out, there's a good chance for everybody to take home some money, especially tonight, guys, where there are no B mains. All 51 drivers will start a main event here tonight. And again, earning points towards Saturday. They're starting to line up over in staging. We appreciate everybody's patience. A little bit of issues with the loop. They had rain here, rained out the show last week, but I think they got it hammered out, and we're going to hammer this show out here tonight at the Firecracker 100 opening night at Lernerville Speedway.
All right, thanks a lot.
Dan Stone won the Uncle Sam a year ago, by the way.
He did, yes.
Look at this crowd. Record number of campers. We mentioned that last week at Smoky Mountain. And there's the new video board that they have installed here in the infield at Lernerville Speedway.
Looks good.
That's a great side in for any promoter.
Wow, I need to put a tree stand in right back there. At least set a trail cam up back there.
We're about, 40 minutes from downtown Pittsburgh? I came through downtown Pittsburgh. It took me about 2 hours to get through there. But once I saw the stadiums, I was okay.
Did you come over on 70? You drove right by my house.
I did drop by your house last night. I stayed in St. Clairsville last night, home of DJ Klein.
You stayed in St. Clairsville
last
night?
Yes, I did. We should have met.
You stayed there and you didn't tell me.
I know. My fault.
Wow.
How about Nicholas Heck? First time Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, the 20 Indies out of Corey, Pennsylvania, the Longhorn Travis Harry Racing engines, followed by the 9 and the Kryptonite Jeff Tregler engines out of Conneaut, Ohio. That is Brayton Santee. And behind him will be the 25S out of Royal, Ohio. That'll be Corey Signs of the Rocket Cornet. JD's Pit Stop, Brown Sprinkler Service, Hilltop Services, Hideaway Lakes Campground, Patton Automotive, Black Rock Adventure Park and Campground, Turn 4 Bar and Grill, Caterman Trucking, and Buckeye Quality Meat. Sponsor, Corey Signs of the 25S.
Nick Eck's first lap time is 1:6.863. First lap time. For Corey Signs is a 1:7.030, and waiting on a lap time to come up for us for Brayton Santee. Second lap time for Nick Eck is not as good. Second lap time for Corey Signs is 1:6.740. That is his best lap. And Brayton Santee will rest on...
Well, they only show one lap.
It looks like only showing one lap, yes.
All right, so the next three coming up next will be the 49, three-time Lucas Oil champion looking for his first Firecracker 100 win. It'll be Jonathan Davenport out of Blairsville, Georgia, followed by that 96 out of Arkport, New York, in his Lucas Oil debut. In the Capitol Clements, that is Mike Smith. And the 20RT, the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader. He's out of Martinsville, Indiana, the Todd of Mickey Burns SSI Motorsports Longhorn Clements. That is Ricky Thornton Jr. in car 20RT. So Davenport, he's in the Cornet Power tonight. Longhorn, Nutrient Solutions, Donna Grow Seed, Lucas Oil, Bill Stein, VP, Mark Martin Automotive, Makeup Plumbing in the Carolinas, ASC Warranty, Midwest Sheet Metal, 49.
First lap time for Jonathan Davenport, 1:5.155. Ricky Thornton Jr., second quick, 1:5.255. And the first lap time on Mike Smith, fifth quick, 1:7.245. Second lap time for Jonathan Davenport, not as good. 1:5.155 his best lap. Second lap time for Ricky Thornton Jr., also not as good. He'll be second quick with a 15.255. And the second and final qualifying time for Mike Smith. He jumps up to third quick, James, with a 1:6.725. Jonathan Davenport now the time to beat with a 1:5.155.
Thornton in the Big River Steel, Hoker Trucking, Subsurface of Indiana, Dyno 1, Westside Tractor Sales, D&E Outside Services, Midwest Sheet Metal, Certified Inspection, Sunoco, Bill Stein, Murdy Farms, Mike Smith and the Smith Collision, Bath Box, Exalta Paint. Up next should be the 29, the veteran driver, hails from right here in Sarver, Pennsylvania, Longhorn, Durham. It'll be Ken Schultenbrand. He's in the Dustin Beaver Jack Tree Service.
Love the Beaver Jack Tree Service.
Absolutely. United Rentals, Powell Safety Solutions, Nature's Depot. Follow the 99B out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. Apparently we're going to get another lap. is that Brayton Santee
That is
is
Brayton
going to get
Santee,
another
yes.
lap.
One of the guys pulling double duty here this evening. In the number 9, you saw his qualifying time. Didn't appropriately trip the trigger at 32.753. So he is back out on the track for his second and final qualifying lap. James in the 9.
Out of Conneaut, Ohio. Always with us when we were at Raceway 7. He was here a year ago for the Firecracker.
The Erie's Speedway regular.
Yes, sir.
Brayton Santee, and his second qualifying lap is 1:6.863. That is 6 quick after 6. Jonathan Davenport, the time to beat with a 1:5.155.
So again, Ken Schultenbrand up next to the server, followed by the 99B in Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. It'll be Boom Briggs and the Rocket Clements. Excess Storage, Corey Rubber Corporation, Murphy's Logging, Meridian Hardwoods, Valvoline, Penske Shocks, Creekside Auto Sales, Tucker Drums, Northeast Paving, and Briggs Transport. And the 11AC should be Trevor Collins. He's on a Seaford, Delaware in the WWC3 Trucking ML Performance, The Sign Shop, Compass Energy, Russell Parks & Sons, Sadie Scott Farms, Rocket Cornet. Well, the Delaware driver, Trevor Collins. And the 11AC comes to the green flag. Schultenbrand, the veteran, his first lap coming up, Dustin.
First lap time for the 29 of Ken Schultenbrand. 1:6.033. First time around for Boom Briggs in the 99B. Third quick good lap, 1:5.617. And the first qualifying time going up for the 11T of Trevor Collins. 6 quick, 1:6.573. Second lap time for Kenny Schultenbrand. Not as good. He'll rest on lap 1 to be fourth quick. Second lap time for Boom Briggs is better. James 1:5.554. He'll stay third fastest. And the second lap time for Trevor Collins, it's better. Good lap, fourth quick, 1:5.891 after 9 cars. Jonathan Davenport, Ricky Thornton Jr., Boom Briggs, now your top 3.
Up next should be the number 1, the best performance, Rocket Clements. That'll be Tyler Erb. He's out in New Waverly, Texas. He'll be followed by the 25Z out of Chalk Hill, Pennsylvania. The Rocket Clements, that is Mason Ziegler. And the 10 car, second to the points of the Sarver P and the Joe Corrado Rocket. Dumoff Racing Engines, that'll be Michael Norris, Tyler Erb, and the bulk material lift, Base Fuels, Anthony's Pizza, First Class Septic, Roberts Beef Company, Penske, Santa Well, and Incorporated, Mason Ziegler, the JEL Industries, Roy's Body Shop and Garage, RBS Auto and Trailer Sales, Imperial River Transport, Green Lane Fox Shops, Glen Elliott owned at 25, and in the Blue Mountain Energy, Fox Trucking, Chase Auto Wrecking, Optimal Transport, Hilltown Brewing, 10 of Michael Norris.
Tyler Erb, third quick on lap 1 with a 1:5.482. Mason Ziegler goes to third quick now with a 1:5.360. Michael Norris is fourth quick with a 1:5.435. 3 good laps laid down by these drivers. Second lap time for Turbo, not as good. Fifth quick, second lap 1:5.574. Second lap time for Mason Ziegler, also not as good. He stays third fastest. And the second lap time for Mike Norris is also not as good. He'll be fourth quick. So Ziegler third fastest, Norris fourth quick, Tyler Erb fifth quick after 12 drivers.
Norris had Joe Corrado out of Butler, PA, Jim's Automotive, and also Johnson's Auto Service, Millerstown Pickup Part. Up next will be the 111 leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase. It'll be Maxim Blair. He's in the Briggs Transport, Rocket Clements out of Centerville, PA. Followed by 11 PA at a Sarver in the Battle Ashcraft. Powell Safety Solutions entry. It'll be Joshua Powell, followed by the 22 out of Indiana, Pennsylvania in the Rocket Clements. It'll be Greg Satterley in the Satterley Motorsports Kaiser Avco Classic 8 Blair. Excess Storage. Northeast Bus Service, Three Rivers Karting, Privity Auto Wrecking, Tucker Drums, Creekside Auto Sales, I mentioned, Valvoline, Penske, Murphy's Logging, C&J Jerry, number 111.
First lap time for Max Blair, third quick, 1:5.260. First time for Joshua Powell, 14th, 1:7.451. And the first lap time for Greg Satterley, eighth quick with a 1:5.639. Second and final lap time coming up for Max Blair, not as good. He got off and coming off corner number 4. He'll be third quick with a 1:5.260. Second time for Joshua Powell is just a little bit better. Satterley's second lap a little bit better as well. Satterley jumps up to fourth with a 1:5.293. Joshua Powell, his second lap time, 1:7.217, was his best lap after 15 cars. It's still Davenport, Thornton, Blair now in the top 3.
And all these drivers will be in the Group A feature tonight, 25 laps. Up next will be the 10 in his 37th year of racing, the veteran out of Leechburg, PA. It'll be Gary Lyle. He's in the Rocket Cornet, Sprinkles Neighborhood Market. Hashtag save on me, Mr. Feed. And the Botany's Pizza, followed by the 1600 Core Iowa in the capital. Clements for Skyline Motorsports. It'll be Tyler Bruning. And the J4, the defending track champion. He's at a Sarver, PA. In the Longhorn Dumb-Off Racing engine, it'll be John Garvin Jr. Tyler Bruning, the Bruning Rock Products, Olson Explosives, Brown's Heavy Equipment, Bennett Explosive, Base Fuel, Truck Country, Carolina Concrete Fishing, Penske Shocks, Garvin and the Garvin Scrap Metal, J4 Dustin.
First qualifying time for the fastest beard, Tyler Bruning, 9th quick, 1.5648. John Garvin, your defending track champ, goes 11th quick with a 1.5900. The second and final lap time now for the veteran, Gary Lyle in the 10L. Not as good as best lap, 1.6585. That's 14th quick. Bruning with trouble. Coming off corner number 4, he'll rely on lap number 1 to be 9th quick. John Garvin, second lap time, James, a little bit better. He'll move up 1 spot to 10th with a 1.5868. Davenport, Thornton, Max Blair, still your top 3, James, after 18 cars in Group A.
Garvin, Homeboy, Seamless Gutters, Alternative Power Sources, McCruid, Meatpacking, Jake Brake. Also, up next will be the B22. Out of Sugar Grove, Pennsylvania, the Black Diamond Clements. That'll be Bump Hedman. Followed by the 10 and his Lucas Oil debut out of Washington, PA. In the Rocket Pro Power, that'll be Zachary Kane. And the 55 out of Lower Burrell, Pennsylvania, Chris Schneider. He's in the SS Chassis Dumb-Off Racing engine. Other truck parts, ICA Mechanical, Jake Brake Customs Powder Coating. It's all clean. Mobile power washing, pressure washing, A&K Farm, Total Landscaping. Bob Hedman, the Sardinia Mini Storage Engineer Systems, Homemade Cleaning Products, Magnum Graphics, Industrial Metals, B22.
Bump gets a little high coming off corner number 4. He'll be 19th quick on lap number 1. He'll throw that first lap away. First lap time for the 55 of Chris Schneider is 14th quick, 1.6333. And the first lap time on the 10 of Zachary Kane. I don't know that he tripped the trigger. Bump Hedman. Zachary Kane will be 15th quick with a 1.6425. Second lap time now for Chris Schneider is 14th quick. Second lap time is not as good. Bump Hedman. James, his best lap was 19th quick, and that was lap number 2 with a 1.6850. So we have got 21 drivers that have logged a qualifying lap in Group A. Just a handful left. Davenport still the time to beat. That's him on your screen, a 1.5155.
Logan Zarin should be up next. We still have Zachary Kane.
As I believe Zach Kane's one lap was impeded by the Bump 22 by Bump Hedman's car. So Zachary Kane getting one more qualifying lap, the Washington, Pennsylvania driver.
First time in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Around this 4/10 mile oval here. Firecracker 100 weekend, 51 cars entered here tonight. All of them's going to start a feature, twin 25s here later on.
And Kane's second lap time is a tick better, 14th quick, 1.6292. So again, Davenport, the time to beat, 15.155. Here comes Logan Zarin.
Regular here at Lernerville and a Moon Township, PA, in the Rocket Pro Power, Level Enterprises, Belay Oil, All-American Framers, Zarin Trucking, Automotive, Bossetti's Hardware, Jake Brake Custom Powder Coating, KBC Graphics, and Hot Seat, followed by the 46 out of Jacksonville, Florida, the Jason Papich, Longhorn Clements. It'll be Earl Pearson Jr., the Lucas Oil, Papich Construction, Edgeburger Trucking, Bill Stein, Sunoco, Sierra Pacific Materials, C&D Contractors and Developers Bonding, Midwest Sheet Metal, Millard Family Chapels, Hoker Trucking, and ran it over to the Wells & Sons, Longhorn Clements, Carto, Southern Victory Fuel, Flavored Electrolyte Water, Muscle Factory, Cleanway Clearing, Dirt Mafia, Boswell Oil, RW Powell, Penske EC Go, and our technologies. Convenient to H&A Development, 76.
Logan Zarin, 12th quick on lap 1 with a 1.5954. Pearson, 10th quick, 1.5831. Brandon Overton, 6th fastest. James with a 1.5388. Second and final qualifying time now going up for the Moon Township, Pennsylvania driver Logan Zarin. Lap 2, not as good, 1.6106. He'll be 14th quick. Second lap time for Pearson, a little better, 1.57 flat. He'll be 11th. And Brandon Overton, second lap time, also not as good. Overton stays 6th quick with a 1.5388. Ziegler 5th, Satterley 4th, Blair 3rd, Thornton 2nd, Davenport still the time to beat in Group A.
2 more to go in Group A to be Darrell Bosser to the 22Bs out of Centerville, Pennsylvania, and the 48, former Lucas Oil Rookie of the Year out of Allison Park, Pennsylvania, and the John Johnson Longhorn Cornet. It'll be Colton Flinner. Bosser, he's in the Trianville Salvage, Moody and Son Welding, Endless Summer, Titusville Full Service Salon, not Saloon, Salon. Close. Magnum Graphics, the hills in the front.
Colton
Whoa,
Flinner.
and Colton Flinner's going to loop it off at turn 4, and the caution is out. The Gorsuch Performance Solutions caution out here at All-Star Performance Time Trials. Flinner and the River Salvage, John's Towing, Home and Enterprises, Stan's Transmission, Fleming Tire, Nature's Depot, Randic Towing, my bad, and Swift Springs, Jake Brake Custom Powder Coating. 1-800-GET-PHIL, sponsoring Colton Flinner in 48. Good to see his dad, Mark, with us here tonight.
Absolutely.
Colton Flinner, Rookie of the Year back in 2016 with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. So Darrell Bossard, he's in the Bam Bam Motorsports, Dusty. He's got Bam Bam on the front.
I like it.
I like it, absolutely.
Oh, Flinner now with more trouble down in turns 1 and 2. So Darrell Bossard's going to get
the white, but the yellow will come out.
Yep.
So again, Colton Flinner, for those that don't know, his dad, Mark, battling cancer. And he's with us here tonight in the pit area. And Colton has not raced for a while, and he's going to go to the pit area. So a tough start to the night for Flinner.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to take that 48 car back to the pit area. So Darrell Bossard will get the track to himself. He is the final driver in Group A. Again, the field split in half after pill draw a little bit earlier. Group A and Group B. Group A races against each other tonight. They'll have 3 heat races and a 25-lap feature, right?
They are 25 laps.
$5,000 to win. And then the Group B will do the same thing. So Darrell Bossard on the track now in the 22, the last driver to log a qualifying lap here in Group A. Again, Jonathan Davenport, 15.155, the time to beat. Final time around for Darrell Bossard in the 22. And did he show up on your screen, James?
Darrell Bossard.
Yes, he did.
18th. Yeah, 16.488
Yes.
on lap number 2.
All right, thank you.
So that'll do it for Group A.
So half the field down, half the field to go. Jonathan Davenport, the quickest driver in Group A with a 1:05.155.
My hair looked like Satterley's last week until I got it cut. So there you see Greg Satterley on the screen, the 22 car.
That should be Bam Bam Motorsports there. Right?
Where's Barney Rubble when you need him, right? So Jonathan Davenport.
Like Josh Rice has a car called Betty. He's got every other Betty. He's got Betty Crocker. He's got Betty White.
Right. Betty Boop.
Yes.
So right now, Davenport fastest overall. That's to keep an eye on him. Then Thornton Blair, Satterley, Ziegler, Overton, Norris, Erb, Boom. And then Tyler Bruning, 10th. And again, those will be in the Group A feature. They will run heat races as well to determine how they start that first 25-lapper tonight. Again, they get points for the main event tonight and tomorrow night. Same format. And it's combined points tonight and tomorrow night.
Yes.
Now, just in case if it does rain out tomorrow night, and we hope not, we want to run, we'll go with tonight's. It's looking better. We'll go with tonight's. But again, they are combined tonight and tomorrow night. So we invite you out if you're watching at home. Come on out. Great crowd on enter tonight. And as you saw with our drone, parking is, they've got them parked everywhere here. There's a record number of campers. Big River Steel.
Three Rivers Stadium.
Well, it used to be Three Rivers Stadium, right? Heinz Field. I'll always call it either Three Rivers or Heinz Field, right? You can't get used to the new one.
PNC Park, yeah.
PNC Park. How about the first place Cincinnati Reds, by the way? You knew that I would mention that. Are the Cardinals still
11 in a row, 12 in a row?
11 in a row. First time since 1950-something.
Oh, the Cardinals are like 12 games below 500 still.
Are they in last in the
Yes,
Central?
they are in late. They got the worst record in the National League. It's
You've
just
had
not a
good
good year for my
You've
Cards.
had a good run.
We've had a good run. All right, Group B about to make its way on the track. Did you get Spence?
Spence is coming up. He's our Arizona Sports Shirts Crown Jewel Cup points leader. The Terminal Maintenance and Construction pole sitter last Saturday night at Smoky Mountain. He's in the Craig and Shannon Sims PCC Motorsports Longhorn Clements, followed by the Yate out of Mooresville, North Carolina. That'll be Kyle Strickler in the Medley Motorsports, Rocket Clements, G-Style Transport, Cat Industries, Fox Shocks, and the 1C in the Len Geisler, Rocket Clements. That will be Alex Faree. He's on the number 1 Cochrane Expressway, Vallejo Oil. Bachman Trucking, Tri-State Hose and Supply, Glow Racing. Did I say racing? Yes, Glow Racing. Moody Sales, Jack's Recycling, Marburger Farm Dairy. Spencer Hughes and the Clyburn Take Lines, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Roth Heating and Cooling LLC, Link Construction, Bilstein Shocks, Wicks Filters, Indiana USSA Fast Pitch Softball, Bob and Tammy Bird, BP Fuels, PV's Performance Exhaust, Schaefer Trucking, CFM Truck Repair, number 11, Longhorn Clements.
Thank you. First lap time is going to go up for Spence, 15494. First lap time for Kyle Strickler, second quick, 15574. And the first lap time for Alex Ferree, third quick, 15750. Second and final lap time for Cosseyville, Mississippi, Spencer Hughes. Not as good. He'll rest on lap 1, 15494. Strickler doesn't have anything for him. He slips up on the final circuit, 17717 his second lap. And Ferree's second lap also not as good. So Ferree third, Strickler second, Spencer Hughes, the early time to beat in Group B with a 15494.
Your current Lernerville points leader on the track. It'll be the 77 to Tyler Dietz. He's out of Saxonburg, PA, in the Longhorn Integra Shocks. Off Racing 77, followed by the Aussie 1 out of Perth, Western Australia in the Rocket Vic Hill. It'll be Brent Vosbergen. And the number 20 should be Doug Eck, the veteran out of Corey, PA, in the Longhorn Clements. Tyler Dietz in the Fox Trucking Moody Sales. As he goes into turn number 2 there, yes.
Vosbergen did a little agricultural racing there off turn number 4.
Doherty Motorsports, Peluso Roofing, CRO Ocean, Kip Johnson Upholstery. Number 77, the current points leader.
Tyler Dietz, fourth quick on lap 1. James with a 16073. First lap time for Brent Vosbergen is 16866. Doug Eck with a 16582. Second and final time around for your current track points leader. Tyler Dietz not as good. He'll rest on lap 1 to be fourth quick with a 16073. Eck going to go side by side with Vosbergen off corner number 4 as both those drivers trip the trigger on their final qualifying laps. Doug Eck's second lap was a little better with a 16137. I got a feeling he may get another shot at that.
I think so.
As Brent Vosbergen was directly in front of him in the Aussie 1, and he is, so Doug Eck will get a second time around as his second lap
trying to win
was
qualifying there.
Hey, can't blame a guy for wanting to do that as he'll get on the loud pedal and try to put his foot through the floorboard on his second and final time around.
He's got the 03 on there. Don't worry,
the
Doug
little
Eck fans.
03,
the
yes,
little
that's
03
right.
on there.
He was 03 for many, many years. Made the switch to 20 when he bought a car there about 5 or 6 years ago, and still runs the little 03 there in the bottom. And this lap not as good, James. 16605 was the third lap for Doug Eck, so he'll be fifth quick next trio pulling on the track.
He was faster when he was drafted off of Vosbergen, wasn't he?
Yes.
It'll be Dalton Wilson, the 18D car. He's out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. James Radlett, Longhorn by Wells Clements, followed by the 7 out of Georgetown, Delaware. And the Ken Adams, Rocket Clements. It'll be Ross Robinson and Levi Yetter, the 9 out of Cabot, PA. And the Barry Ryan Clements. Dalton Wilson, the B&L Construction, MGL Auto Sales, the Auto Outlet, Grambling Farms, JR Motor Sales, All Trucks Repair, Innovating Quality Community Solutions, New Point Lighting Design, Robinson, the Stokely Materials, Orange Source Sales Rental, Wesley College Builder, Sandy, the Frozen Farmers, ML Joseph, Atlantic Prime Mortgage, as we are under caution in turn 2.
Dalton Wilson gets off the top of the racetrack. As you see there, the driver of the MGL Auto Sales, Grant Lee Farms 18D, slipped up off the top of turns 1 and 2. He's going to get that car back out on the speedway as a full course yellow. Sounds like a road course, a full course yellow, as we're going to get this field back up to speed, James, and give them another shot at their qualifying times.
Castleberry needs Stub, Gorsuch Performance Solutions down to a full course caution. Flag sponsor. Robinson First State Roof and Exterior Cleaning. Penske VP Boswell Loyal Wells Motorsports. Levi Yetter and the CRS Contracting. Sportsman Supply. Thrower Concrete. Route 228 Auto Mall. Jake Brake Custom. And Shiloh Ranch and Nature's Depot 9Y.
White flag about to fly for the 7 of the boss, Ross Robinson. His first lap time is fourth quick, 15951. First lap time for Levi Yetter, good lap. James third quick, 15730. And the first lap time for Dalton Wilson is fifth quick with a 15895. Second and final time around for Ross Robinson is not as good. He is sixth quick. Second lap for Levi Yetter, also not as good. He will stay third fastest. And that will wrap up that trio after 9 cars. It's Spencer Hughes, Kyle Strickler, and Levi Yetter right now, rounding out the top 3. James, and there you see those drivers. What are they doing? They're looking up at the scoreboard to see where they are in qualifying.
Tim McCready, the 2-time reigning Firecracker 100 winner, 2-time reigning Lucas Oil champion out of Watertown, New York. The Paler Motorsports Longhorn Cornet, followed by the 55, first time here out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. In the double nickel Cornet, that'll be Benji Hicks. And the 99 out of Dresden, Ohio. The Roger Sellers Longhorn Clements, it'll be Devin Moran. McCready, the Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Racing for Heroes, Bill Stein, ArmsList.com, Baker Mitchell, Integris Risk Solutions, Brad Bent Trucking, The Aesthetic House, Hickson, the BHR 55 Fabrication, Quisenberry's Garage, Knowles Auto Exchange, Brian's Detailing, Bill Stein, TNK Enterprises, Suspension, Transportation 55.
Tim McCready, 4th quick. Benji Hicks, 6th quick. Devin Moran, 11th fastest after lap number 1. Lap number 2 for 2-time Firecracker winner champ Tim McCready is better. James, 3rd quick, 1.5. 6.65. Trouble for Benji Hicks up at the top of turn number 4. As that will be his second and final qualifying lap. Devin Moran has 1 lap coming to him in the Lazy Days RVs Double Down Motorsports number 99.
Big River Steel, C&W Trucking, CarSourceAuto.com, Red Oak Pub. Also Smoky Mountain Speedway, Lincoln Smith Racing, Midwest Sheet Metal, McHugh Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Chuck Kimball, crew chief on the 99, the Shelby 100 winner.
Chuck down there turning wrenches on that car out of Rayland, Ohio, the Buckeye local graduate.
Right, the Punisher.
Yes, the Punisher chassis, that's right. Very good.
Devin Moran, 5th in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series Championship points right now. It's Hughes, Strickler, McCready, Yetter, 5th. Not Yeti.
Yetter's 4th right now. Alex Faria's 5th. Let's go. Second and final lap time for Devin Moran is 1.5719, and that will move him up to 4th fastest now, James, after 15 cars.
There's Tim McCready there, 39 car right now, 3rd in this group. Kevin Smith makes his Lucas Oil debut tonight in the 97 out of Arkport, New York. In the capital, Jeff Tregler Racing Engines and 3 Smith Collision. MKM Racing, Colin Science, Penske Shocks, followed by the 3RK. Out of Boulder, PA, it'll be Daryl Charlier. Daryl Charlier in the Rocket, in the Rocket Pro Power. We got another caution out here in time trials for the 97.
Gorsuch Performance Solution caution on the speedway as Kevin
Getting
Smith.
Money's worth tonight.
That's right.
Time trials, Daryl Charlier. He's in the Rocket Pro Power, Boulder, PA, Smalls Grill, Eber and Associates Insurance, Centerline Motorsports, 3 Rivers Karting, Lakeside Beer, Maillard Electrical, Krebs, Chrysler, and Dodge. So Charlier on the clock. And also Kevin Smith. Cody over to the 15K. He's out of Evans, Georgia. He's in the Bruce Kane Racing, Rocket Mullins, all about doors. Jerry's Siding, Roofing, Windows, NCR Towing and Recovery, Larry Hilson, Sons Excavating, Budweiser, TNT Sweeping and Portalet Service, and Grizzly Coolers, 15K for Little Section.
White flags going up on those drivers. And just as soon as those lap times come up to us, we will get them to you, James. Here is what we know. Cody Overton is 10th quick. Daryl Charlier is 12th. And Kevin Smith is 15th. And they will all stand that way. So Cody Overton, 1.5995, the fastest of that trio. Daryl Charlier, he's 10th quick. Daryl Charlier, 12th quick with a 1.6201. Kevin Smith, 15th with a 1.7248.
Still fastest overall, Jonathan Davenport at 15.155. Hudson O'Neill up next. Second in the Lucas Oil points, leading to the Castro FloRacing Night in America points to the Mark Richards Racing Rocket Durham, followed by the 58. Last year's Royal Yellow Parts Rookie of the Year now, Helen Yellow Dubuque, Iowa, Garrett Alberson, the Kenneth Beth Roberts, Longhorn Clements of the 1-star, the veteran out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania, the Longhorn Clements. It is Chubb Frank, Briggs Transport, Quarry Rubber, Penske Shocks, Alternative Power, CJ's Auto Transport, Lakeshore Paving, Nystrom's Auto, Alberson, the Mississippi Valley Transportation, Nutrient Solutions, Bill Sport Shop, Dunright TV, Bill Stein, Orion Tire and Repair, Sunoco, Midwest Unit, Romer Machine, O'Neill, the Valvoline, Sorbet Calf Ranches, Rocket Beyond, Ace Metalworks Gunners, Petrov Towing, WR1 Sim Chassis, O'Neill's Recycling, Sunoco Integra, Performance Grading, number 1.
First lap time for the 58 of Garrett Alberson, 12th quick with a 1.6194. Chubb Frank, 14th with a 1.6234. And the first lap time going up for the 1 of Hudson O'Neill, 3rd quick with a 1.5652. Alberson, second lap, 1.6007. Second lap time for the 1-star of Chubbzilla, Chubb Frank. Not as good, it'll be 15th quick. Hudson O'Neill, James, 3rd quick now in Group B with a 1.5652.
There you go, still in the infield. There's Spencer Hughes, still the fastest overall right now in Group B, I should say. Fastest again overall is Davenport. It'll be Ryan Montgomery, the Terry Suppa out of Fairmont, West Virginia. Own car for Ryan Montgomery, the Capital Clements, followed by the 14 out of Dawson, Pennsylvania. It'll be Braden Dillinger. He's in the Barry Ryan Icon Mullins. And the 66 of the Cabot, PA. It'll be Todd Bachman in the Club 29 Durham. Bachman Trucking, North Pike. Truck and Auto Repair, Base Fuels. Braden Dillinger in the Kneppers ATV Motorcycles, Haas Transmission, Hills Tire, Malloy's Paving, Ed Nicholson and Sons Lumber, VP AC Logging, 14.
Ryan Montgomery, 14th, quick on lap 1 with a 1:06.105. Braden Dillinger, 17th with a 1:64.09. Todd Bachman, 20th with a 1:70.96. Is man, oh man. Ryan Montgomery got the Capital Terry Suppa owned entry up on 2 wheels down in turns 3 and 4. He'll stand on lap number 1. Braden Dillinger's second lap a little better, 1:64.06. He's 17th. Todd Bachman's second lap not as good. He will be 20th after 21 cars. James Spencer Hughes, Kyle Strickler, Hudson O'Neill, your top 3 with 4 drivers left in Group B.
Remember, Montgomery was here last year in Suppa's C.J. Rayburn car.
That's right.
Lomax Equipment, Close Racing Supply, Race Carpet, and Central Supply on the 4S, Chucky Lipsch. Chucky Lepsch, rather, in the 1L car. He's out of Johnstown, Pennsylvania. And the 01 car of Hookstown, PA, in the Rocket Dart. It'll be Ron Hall. And the 14 of the Mount Pleasant P in the Rocket Durham, it'll be Dan Angelicchio. He's in the Royal Purple Synthetic Oil, the Brakeman TBM 14 car. So Lepsch, Hall, Angelicchio, your next 3.
Chucky Lepsch, first qualifying time is, don't know that he tripped the trigger on lap number 1. Hall's going to be 22nd with a 1:76.91. Angelicchio 18th with a 1:64.12. Checkered flag is out for Chucky Lepsch's second qualifying lap. Ron Hall goes 23rd, James. His second lap is better with a 1:73.59, and the second qualifying time on Dan Angelicchio not as good. He'll stay 18th with a 1:64.12, and that means there's just one driver left to qualify. It's the 184, Kyle Lucan.
Kyle's out of Burgettstown, PA, dusted in the Rocket Pro Power. Lucan's Rib Fab, also Trueform Race Products. Excelos Racewear, Catalytic Combustion, Emission Technologies, 184. First time with the Lucas Oil Series since the Pittsburgher 2 years ago. Good to have him with us here tonight, our final qualifier. 51 cars on and here tonight.
And again, Jonathan Davenport, the overall quickest qualifier with a 1:05.155 in Group A. In Group B, it's Spencer Hughes, the quickest with a 1:54.94. But again, Davenport, the overall fastest in All-Star Performance Time Trials.
How about Levi Yetter?
For this evening.
Good job for him, Dustin. 6th right now in Group B.
Absolutely.
As you see, Kyle Strickler, a good run last week at Smoky Mountain. He had a good hot rod at the end. No, Scott Bloomquist not with him here tonight. And again, we send along our thoughts and prayers to Scott. He'll be having some surgery coming up. Did not have it yesterday, as some reported. It'll be happening about the first week of July. So hopefully maybe 2024 now he'll be back behind the wheel. Just have to wait and see. Former winner of this race, the Firecracker winner. What did he win it twice? 3 times. Did Scott Bloomquist win the Firecracker 100? He won it back. He's won it 3 times.
Yes.
2016, 2012, and he won the very first one in 2007. Rush Late Models Time Trials coming up next. Brian Spade will be on the call as Kyle Lucan on the racetrack. He's doing double duty, isn't he, Brian? How many you got doing double duty? There's like 6 or 7 drivers. Whoa, hang on, Kyle Lucan. Whoa, way up there in turn 4. He'll head down for the green flag in the 184 car. And the first time him and Charlier have been with us since the Pittsburgher 2 years ago.
So Kyle Lucan going to wheel the 184 off corner number 4 down to his first qualifying lap. James, don't really he's going to like that one since he got too high down in turns 1 and 2, 1:68.57 that first qualifying lap for Kyle Lucan. That's good enough for 20th quick. Chuck Lepsch did not trip the trigger because they don't believe he had a working transponder on that race car. He also had an issue in hot laps as well. Second qualifying time for Kyle Lucan, James, a little bit better, but he stays 20th, 1:06.826. So if they can get a working transponder on Chucky Lepsch number 1 car, they will give him a qualifying lap, but it could be an issue with that race car as well, as Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series officials crawling underneath that red and white number 1 down in the infield. Again, Spencer Hughes, the quickest in Group B with a 1:54.94. And there's a look at Rick Schwally, Series Director.
Does it all, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He's working on the transponding
earlier. They all have to mount them in the right place. Left front frame rail there. The Chucky Lepsch Auction Company. Got the Harley Davidson one on there. You got to love that.
Absolutely.
So we'll see if We'll see what happens. So it's Hugh Strickler, O'Neill, McCready, Moran, Yetter, Faree, Hicks. How about Benji Hicks first time here?
Absolutely.
8th of the double nickel, Wilson and Robinson.
Effort. Yeah.
So we'll see, as Rick indicating, the 51st. Didn't know about the weather, what it was going to be, and what kind of car count. Everybody's predicting we're going to be down, but actually it's not too bad at all. 51 cars,
Great
not
car
bad at all.
count.
In fact, that is above the average. Before last year, the average had gone down to like mid-40s.
It was like 47
yeah,
or
47,
something.
something like that. And then we had 54 here a year ago. Then we had Ryan Scott come in on Saturday, so we had 55. So 51, they're all going to get the start of feature here tonight and tomorrow night.
Yep.
And you can come on out tomorrow night. Now, you're going to lose one night of points, but
That's all right.
you're
Come
more
on
than
out.
welcome to come on out. So Chucky Lepsch says sold. Yeah, it's sold.
It's like the Grundy County auction.
Remember the John Blankenship Cole and the
yes, Cole and sold.
and then we had the Devin Gilpin Wood for Jim Beeman. Remember that?
And we got sold.
We got sold. Good to have Chucky with us here tonight at the Johnstown, PA. His first lap, does he pick up?
Yes, he does. 1:8.166. First qualifying time for the Johnstown, Pennsylvania driver Chucky Lepsch. He's going to wheel that entry a little smoother here on lap number 2. We'll see if the Evil Knievel number 1, the Johnstown, Pennsylvania driver, can wheel that car a little better qualifying effort on lap number 2. And his second qualifying lap is better, James. He'll jump up to 24th with a 1:7.335, and that will wrap up
Coming in hot.
Yes, he is. All-Star Performance Time Trials for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. It was Spencer Hughes in Group B with a 1:5.494, the quick qualifier for the second half of the field. Your overall quick qualifier here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the driver out of Blairsville, Georgia, Superman Jonathan Davenport out of Group A with a 1:5.155. So these drivers going to make their way back into the pit area. They will get themselves lined up for their heat races a little bit later on this evening. And next on the agenda, we'll